How are we doing, guys? ALTV, Millwall 2, Leeds 1, match review of the game. So, without further ado, look, it's another frustrating one, isn't it? Another frustrating weekend, disappointing weekend. It's another game that we've not let go away, but another game where you're looking at it and thinking, we could look back at this at the end of the season and think, that was really, really costly, losing that game. But yeah, let's go on to the main part of the game, the most important part of the game in terms of the result. I felt it was the penalty incident. Look, we've got to go to the penalty incident. It's not a penalty, it's not a red card, but you know, at the end of the day, yes, it's had an impact on this result, but all in all, is it having an impact on why we're not top of the table, or why we're not looking at the standards we were at last season? No, to be honest, it doesn't. But look, the decision's wrong. The decision's wrong. It's cost us in this game. I can't see how the referee's given the decision he's given. What I can't understand, I can see how he's missed a dive, because to be fair, watching it in real time, I thought it was a penalty. Watching the highlights, it's not a penalty. But I don't know how he's given the red card. There's 3 players around him, but look, he's given the red card. The penalty's been scored. And yeah, it's had an impact on this game, but there's more underlying problems than that at the minute. There's definitely, 100%. Let me go through this in a review. Yeah, there's more problems than that than just a referee making the wrong decision. You know, that's the truth of the matter. I'm not saying it's right. I think it's absolutely appalling decision. You know, the red card's the worst bit. The penalty rewards, he's made a mistake on that. The red card is just general incompetence, to be honest. But look, it's gone against us. But you know, the rest of the first half was dire. Let's be honest, it was at times unwatchable, to be honest, in the first half. I know we're down to 10 men. That's made a massive impact. But we've got to help ourselves, and we've not helped ourselves in that first half. You know, losing the ball on our own half of the pitch, we're down to 10 men anyway, and we're already at a risk of a counter-attack with the style of play we play. Why are we doing that? Why are we taking silly risks? You know, just nice little short passes, not trying to overcomplicate things. Kept losing the ball out of the pitch and inviting the Millwall on. It's ridiculous. You know, our wingers kept running the ball out of play. You know, if you can't, if there's no space to run into, keep on the ball, wait for someone to come and support you in the attack. You know, don't run the ball out of play. You know, it's about, you know, general game management. You know, we're 1 down in the game at that point. Yeah, we're a bit unlucky, but we just look like, again, another game where we felt sorry for ourselves. Yes, we have been hard done to. I'm going to make absolutely no bones about that. We've been hard done to in that game. We've been let down by a poor decision. But yeah, we felt sorry for ourselves in that first half. No question about it for me. You know, absolutely no question about it. We felt sorry for ourselves. You know, there's certain players there who I think this season have not shown themselves to be strong enough in those situations. You know, when things are going against us, that's just as important as playing well when things are going for you. You know, I've touched on that a lot in the Charlton game. It feels very similar to the Charlton game. You know, I think Millwall haven't done an awful lot in the game. Look, you know, Millwall haven't really done anything in the game. You know, let's be honest. The Millwall were atrocious in that second half. But look, you know, in that first half, we're down to 10 men, but we're not helping ourselves. We're not helping ourselves at all in that first half. You know, I think we've done absolutely nothing going forward. We've wasted opportunities. Opportunities have opened themselves up. I think Jack Harrison found himself into a fantastic position on that left-hand side in the first half. When Marriot was totally out of position, we wasted the opportunity. And we just did this passing, the not winning second balls, just everything. You know, it was just ridiculous. It felt like we had 9 men at times in that first half. Honestly, it was just unbelievably bad in that first half. And then with the goal we gave away, it was almost like we were waiting for that second goal to happen. You know, it was just, you know, it's one of those things. We didn't force Millwall to, you know, sometimes when you're down to 10 men, you know, I didn't expect any result today. You know, when we went down to 10 men, that was it for me. You know, if we can get something out of this game, a point, anything, is a bonus. What I wanted to see was the performance. You know, not let our heads drop, not let Millwall get on top of us. And Millwall didn't get on top of us. We just gifted it, Millwall. We just gifted it to him. You know, I wouldn't have minded so much if Millwall played out of the skin after that. They found the spaces, 11 versus 10. They made the man advantage count and won the game. The second goal we just gave to him. And it's just shocking. We're going at 2 down. And, you know, 10 men or not 10 men, penalty decision or not penalty decision, there was big problems in that first half. You know, and okay, I don't think we started the game too badly before the penalty. You know, I thought it was one of those occasions where I thought, you know what, we're not letting the crowd affect us this time around. But then the penalty happens, heads drop, and we just gift the second goal, and it's just so poor. It's so poor. And the way we defended for that penalty, the lead up to the penalty, is not great either. And as much as it's not a penalty, you can't defend like that. You can't defend like that. You know, letting I'm trying to think who it was. I'm trying to think who the player was who dives, but whoever it was, my head's gone now. But whoever it was who took the touch, you can't let him take a touch inside. If he hadn't dived, he could have had a shot off. You know, we can talk about the referee decisions going against us. There's problems here. There's problems here in terms of when things go against us. We're not reacting well enough. We're not reacting well enough. And look, second half. Let's be fair. Second half was a lot better. You know, it was a lot better in the second half. But it's easy. It's easy at that point. We're 2 down. The game's pretty much gone. We're down to 10 men. We've not scored. We've not looked like scoring for weeks. In terms of from open play, the game's pretty much gone. It was almost a case of playing for pride. It was just easy at 2 down. You know, we needed to play out that at 1 down. We play out that at 1 down. It's a different game. That is where the frustration lies. If we'd have dominated, we had that capability. Even in the 10 versus 11, we still had the better football players on the pitch. Let's be honest here. I don't want to be disrespectful, but Millwall, I'll personally be surprised if Millwall aren't in a relegation battle. Based on what we've seen today, most of the season, they're not a good team. They're not a good team. If they make a good managerial appointment, who knows? But if I'm looking at that, from what they produced today, they're not a good team, Millwall. Let's be honest. And we've just, you know, even 10 versus 11, I wanted to give it more of a battle than that. What have we had today? 5 shots on goal. Not great, is it? Let's be honest, it's not great. Even if the second half was better, we started to get on the ball, make things happen, win the second balls. Never really looked at risk of conceding the third goal. And obviously the goal we got was a good goal. Good bit of movement off Alioski, good bowling off Jack Harrison. Made the swap on that side. I thought the substitutions were good. Yeah, the substitutions made good impacts. Eddie and Kessia, I thought, did well, to be honest, when he came on. Barry Douglas did well when he came on as well for me. You know, he's always an option on that left-hand side, always making himself available. Never really looked at risk defensively, despite how far he was pushing forward. Tyler Roberts came on. I thought he did okay when he came on as well. So, you know, you look at it and you think, I don't know what. It's a strange one because, you know, we show all that desire, all that heart to get that win against West Brom, and then we just waste it by, you know, feeling sorry for ourselves in that first half, and it's just so disappointing. And maybe we did deserve something from this game, even with what we did in that first half. Maybe we did deserve something from this game, but we've only got ourselves to blame again. Even if the referee decision went against us, we still cost ourselves in this game. We still managed to cost ourselves in this game. It's getting so frustrating now. You know, I really want to be positive on some of these things. I've said at the start of the season I want to be positive, but I can't be. I genuinely can't be because we're not playing well. Yeah, we're not playing well at all. You know, look at the last 3 games. We're not creating now. It's not even the case we've been wasteful. We're not even creating chances anymore. You know, against West Brom we got totally overran in that second half. We got outplayed at times in that second half. West Brom looked like a better team than us. It's simple as that. And look, West Brom have lost Dwight Gale, Joe Rodriguez. They've lost 50 goals from their team and they've been able to improve more. You know, we can't keep feeling sorry for ourselves because we'll get left behind. End of story. We'll get left behind in this top 2 race. And I'm going to get stick for this. I'm going to get stick for this video, you know, because we played better in the second half, but it really is irrelevant to me. It's easy to play better in the second half when you're down to 10 men. The game's pretty much gone. It's a case of playing professional pride. The substitutions that have come on to make an impact, to try and get themselves into the starting 11. It's easy at that point to look better. I don't think we look that much better anyway. What chance have we created after we got that goal back? Not many, if any. Have we created any? Let's be honest. And it's a worry. It really is a worry at the minute. You know, you look at this run of games we've had since the international break. Okay, they're not easy games. Barnsley, Millwall, Charlton away. They're all games where you could potentially lose. But if you want to be top 2, you've got to be aiming for more than that and just 1 win in those games. You know, certainly can't be losing 2 out of those 3 games if you really want top 2 this season. You know, we dropped the points against Derby. Could have quite easily... Look, the win against West Brom was a good win, but that could have quite easily gone the other way. There's worrying signs here. You know, talk about the performances. Yes, you know, statistically we still look as good, if not better than we did last season, but really looking at it, you know, you look at the best Marcelo Bielsa performances where we looked brilliant from front to back, good for a whole 90 minutes consistency. I'm looking at it over the first 11 games, probably only Stoke for me, where I felt we've really looked good from front to back, good going forward, making things happen, defensively solid. You know, maybe you could throw Bristol City into there as well, but I thought we were sloppy at times in that Bristol City game, and we were very efficient going forward. I don't think we were as good as that 3-1 suggested. I'm looking at that and thinking that's 1 performance out of 11 where I think we've really looked at truly at our best. Compare that to this time last year, we had 4 performances out of the first 11 where he looks absolutely phenomenal. You know, Stoke at home, Derby away, Norwich away, Preston at home, you know, won those games easily. You need games like that to get the goal difference building up, confidence building up, belief in the team. We're not getting those kind of performances either. So it's a worry. It is a real worry. You know, from open play, that was our first goal, I think, since first goal we've actually scored from open play since the 22nd of August, that Stoke game. So look, this is probably the most negative video I've ever done on Leeds TV. But the truth of the matter is, we're at real risk of getting left behind. It's not Marcelo Bielsa's fault, it's the players now. The mentality of the players. They are letting Marcelo Bielsa down, some of these players. You know, you look at individual performances. Other than Stuart Dallas has been phenomenal. I don't think there's any players in this team who are playing to last year's standards. From the players that were last season, I don't think there's any players in this team who are playing to last year's standards. There's not. You know, maybe KP. KP's been excellent, let's be honest. Yeah, okay, I'll throw KP into that selection as well. So Dallas and KP. Aside from that, there's not a player in this squad who I think's playing to last season standards. Maybe I can throw in Paddy Bamford, but Paddy Bamford's not really scoring. You know, he scored more than he did last year, but okay, Paddy Bamford's playing well. But okay, we can have 3 players in there. It's not great, is it? Let's be honest, it's not great. You look at probably our best players so far this season. Well, easily our best players so far this season. Ben White, Stuart Dallas, Calvin Phillips, all defensive-minded players. Okay, I think Coops, Eddie, and Paddy have played quite well as well. But look, you know, look at our creativity now. You know, look at our midfield. You know, our wingers. They're not doing enough. They're simply not making enough happen. You know, we're dominating a lot of games, and we're just being wasteful, constantly being wasteful, and it's a real worry to me. You know, I've just made so many notes on this game. You know, and I think we've got to stop getting into this illusion that we're a team that are feared now. You know, I look at West Brom. I look at Fulham this afternoon. You know, I don't think we're at last year's levels. I don't think teams fear us as much as we think. You know, I think we've got to be honest about that. We've got to have a rethink in the international break. And I'm not talking anything drastic here. Absolutely not. You know, I'm absolutely not talking anything drastic. I'm just thinking little small changes we can make. You know, can we get Tyler Roberts into this team? Tyler Roberts, can we get an actual out-and-out number 10 to the team? Can we drop Click it back into the 8 role? Can we make little changes? You know, can we do this? But at the end of the day, we can talk about that all we want. It's down to individuals now. You know, the 4 behind Paddy Bamford, they're not making enough happen. Yeah, they're not making enough happen. They're not contributing as much as they can do. And it's a simple fact, really. They are not delivering as much as they can do. You know, we've seen what West Brom did to us on Tuesday. Quite easily could have got a point. They scored 4 today. You know, I'm talking about West Brom a lot, but these are the teams we're up against now. These are the teams we're up against.